What's up? We're back.
We're back.
9 episodes deep. Haven't been canceled yet.
Yeah.
The show that has no business being on whatever this is. Access cable. Listen, we got a big show tonight. We're glad you're here because we got a lot of things to talk about. Panic? Question mark, possibly. Panic!
Exclamation point.
Panic. As our friend Wojo says, panic in Tiger Town.
Yeah.
Vinnie Goodwill is going to join us. We're going to talk some hoops coming up. Use guys. You say, well, Dan, what does that mean? Use guys. Well, you can join the show with your Zoom. How do you do that? Well, I'm going to do it this way. There it is. You hit that QR code, and all you do is click on it. Boom. You're into our Zoom room over here with our guy, Tom. Tom will see you up here. Tom will put you right in. Just make sure your cameras are on. We can't put you on unless your camera is on. So do that. That's how you join the show. We love to hear what you have to say. And then there's more coming up. There's more Use Guys after more Panic. Deep Thoughts with Z. We're unveiling that tonight. I'm very excited about this.
You're going to dig it.
And then the number that everybody's talking about right now, 3.5. That's the Tiger lead. It's the lowest it's been since May 24th. Woody, are you worried?
I am very worried, Dan. This is not going well, and I don't like what I'm hearing from the manager and from the players when he talks about, hey, this is baseball. This is how it goes. No, this is not how it goes, okay? I think there was a missed opportunity with Scott Harris at the trade deadline to get somebody in here to help these guys, and we are seeing it right now.
Playing the trade deadline card.
Dude, we are seeing it right now. The lead was once, 15 and a half games, and now it is 3.5.
That's less than it was.
It's a lot less.
Yes.
It could be less on Monday.
Might
it could
be
be less
less
on
tomorrow.
Tuesday when they go to Cleveland again.
Tuesday for 3.
Cleveland
knows they got 3 more in their back pocket.
I'm very nervous.
You panicking?
Panic. And it's panic because of the hitting. Because a week ago,
we were worried about the pitching.
But the week ago, they're putting 10 plus on the Yankees and they're hitting bombs everywhere. And then it is just dried up. And I don't know if it's pressure. I don't know what it is. It is baseball. There's ups and downs. But you have a bad week in baseball, you're in trouble.
Don't have it down in September. Listen, we're going to beat the Tigers up coming up in just a little bit. And I don't mean beat them up, but we're going to be talking about it a lot. I wanted to talk some hoops. We did this last week. We had some technical difficulties. We had a great segment, and not anybody saw it because we had a problem. So we're bringing him back. It is ESPN's Vince Goodwill, Detroit's Vince Goodwill. He joins us now. Vinny, what's up, man?
Hey. What's up, you guys? Hey, when I saw that 3.5 there, I thought that was the Lions line for Monday night.
No, sir. No, sir. That's the Tigers' lead, Vin. Are you nervous?
Have you seen these guys play? Yeah, they look disinterested. They look worn out. Cleveland is coming. The regular season needs to end in a way for them to hit the reset button, but they got problems.
I'd rather be 3.5 up than 3.5 down.
True.
Because it doesn't take much to close this thing out. But you better wake up pronto. Vinny.
Well, you felt a lot better last year when you were stalking.
Well, because you were ascending.
A lot better than you do right now.
You were ascending. You were getting better. Now, I mean, this is when you want to be playing your best baseball. And clearly, Tigers haven't been playing their best baseball for quite some time now, and that's problematic.
And you can't hit left-handed pitching. You got a problem.
No, no, because it takes one of their best players and Kerry Carpenter out when they see that. Vinny, listen. We had so much fun last year with the Pistons, and this is your beat, and that's why you're going to ESPN to be a senior NBA writer. We had so much fun last year after suffering for so long with this team. What did you see when that team was on the court last year?
Structure, order, energy, like baseline things that if you only watched the Pistons for the past 15 years, you wouldn't have seen consistently. But because I cover the league, I know what a competent team looks like. And when you got a guy like Cade Cunningham, like for so many years, think about this. How many times we've been saying, man, they got to get the number 1 pick, and they got to get the number 1 pick right. And then finally you get the pick. And then in a few years, after the muck, after the injuries, after everything else, it finally starts to come to fruition. And now that you got the big piece worked out, you can figure out all the other corresponding pieces. We can talk about restricted free agency. We can talk about signing the vets. But now we can simply talk about, man, can this team win 50 games this year? And when's the last time we've been able to really realistically say that?
You know, you just went someplace I was going to wait to go, but I'm going to go there now because you kind of just brought it up. Let's go big picture. With the Pistons roster, if we talked about ultimately sometime winning a championship, do they need another star? Could Jaden Ivey be that star? Could that star be on this roster? Or do you think there's one more big move before they can make that big move?
Yeah, I think personnel-wise, you have to have another dependable, reliable guy. Like, remember, for the Indiana Pacers, they got Pascal Siakam, who was a champion and could go and get his own shot off the bounce away from Tyrese Halliburton. For Oklahoma City, they got Jalen Williams, a top 10 pick that people didn't necessarily see as being the number 2 type of guy. Like, I don't think you need a superstar. I don't think superstars in this salary cap, this second apron NBA, are going to be easy to find. If you find a second star, chances is he's going to be old and it's going to be really expensive. So it's better off that you find a second guy that can actually just go and get his own shot. And that way, I can fill the rest of my roster out with the role players, with the defenders, with the guys who can protect the rim. The hardest thing to find in the NBA is a guy who can get his shot away from the strong side of the defense, and he doesn't need 1,000,005 picks to get himself open and get himself right. I don't know if that's Jaden Ivey. The Pistons played their best ball last year after January 1 when Jaden Ivey got hurt through no fault of his own. So now he needs to come back, whether as a starter or coming off the bench, and figure this stuff out. I'm not so sure he's a starter with this roster just yet.
Greg wants to jump in, but I will say this. I think my biggest disappointment last year, Vin, was that we didn't get to see Jaden Ivey because we were robbed of that time to see, to your point, exactly what he is and if he can be Robin to Batman.
Well, the problem is also, Dan, the team got better when they got Dennis Schroeder, a veteran who could come off the bench and stabilize the front court. I don't know if Jaden Ivey is your sort of Batman Robin. What if it's Asar Thompson, a very specialized player who can maybe be the defensive player of the year, who can be a secondary shot creator, but can't shoot? That makes it harder to build around, but man, he's so unique that you got to find a way to make it work with him.
But don't we have the confidence in a guy like Bickerstaff that he will make that work? I mean, because you mentioned it before with structure and all that, I think that he's going to put these guys in the places where I think they're going to do the most good for this team.
Woody, competence in coaching. When's the last time we've been able to say that around here?
Been a problem.
Like, it's
so refreshing to talk about it. I mean, it's nice.
It's one of those things you don't have to worry about, right? Like it's a thing that you have to, man, not that Dwayne Casey wasn't a good coach, because he was, but he didn't have the pieces. No. Stan Van Gundy was overworked as a head coach and front office person, but JB can come in, and I voted for him for coach of the year last year because of what he had to clean up. Now it's going to be a harder job because you have their attention. You had their attention because of everything that you accomplished last year and the feeling that you should have gone to the second round. Now the entire league is going to be looking for you. You're not sneaking up on anybody. You don't have Malik Beasley on the contract year and everything else. You're going to have to find a way to gin up just as much, if not more, excitement, because teams are coming out for the Detroit Pistons now. They're no longer going to be the league's darlings and league surprise.
Right.
What about, it's a little too late this year, but what about looking for that aging veteran who's been there? I am, unfortunately, a Bullets/Wizards fan. But one of the bright spots, I know. One of the bright spots of the past, 10, 15 years was when they brought Paul Pierce in, aging Paul Pierce, to a young team, and they were able to, they did win one playoff series, but it's a guy like that who isn't giving you all of the points and rebounds and everything he used to, but he's been there, he's been through the grind, and he can help the young team get past a Knicks team where they had opportunities to win games in that series and didn't do it.
Hey, Vin, you know what's funny, Vin? That's my producer, great producer. He gets on me for asking long questions. Go ahead.
It's all good. No, it's all good. Isn't that supposed to be Tobias Harris? Like, isn't Tobias supposed to be that ushers the young guys along? I think, and this may be an unpopular opinion, if Isaiah Stewart is healthy in that series, they win. Just because you have someone to guard Karl Anthony Towns, and you don't get in those defensive lows in the fourth quarter when they had so many collapses at home. The problem is you don't get a chance to replicate the same season, the same circumstances, the same personnel. This is going to be an entirely new puzzle that they're going to have to put together. And as great as Paul Pierce was for those Washington Wizards, there should be higher standards around here. People know what winning looks like. People don't know what winning looks like in Washington, D.C. Are you kidding me?
They don't.
Hey, they'll always have 1979, man. I was at Game 6 in 1979. Hey, Vin, let me hit you with some rapid fire stuff. Any chance in your mind Malik Beasley plays for the Pistons this year?
If he plays for anybody, it'll be for the Pistons. But I'm not sure if the league will allow him to play this year.
So this thing still isn't going away yet. That's still got to be cleared up.
By no means going away. By no means.
Kawhi Leonard thing, big deal or no?
For me, no deal. I think for the league, they have to do the due diligence and everything else and check in. But Steve Ballmer, who wants to go to war with the third richest man in America? Like, not me.
But are other owners watching this? Do you think other owners have situations like this that are in the closet that they could be concerned about?
I think if they do, you don't want to make Steve Ballmer mad. I will say that, and owners very rarely break rank, right? Like, we know that owners in professional sports, they stay together, especially when it comes to collective bargaining. So even if a few may be crowing behind closed doors, they're not going to use their capital to go after Steve Ballmer.
Was the Luka trade the most shocking trade that you've seen in this business?
By far. I can't think of many trades in professional sports. You know what I mean? That shocked me in that way. Like, even the Micah Parsons deal, sending him to Green Bay was shocking. Even Micah was like, man, this don't even seem like Luka. This seems like a totally different ball game. Like a 25-year-old guy like that, and then you send him to the Lakers of all places. Still insane. I understand, but I wouldn't have done it.
Is there any way you would ever come around, and I don't believe this, trust me, and say Dallas got it right?
Ooh.
It would be, I guess, if Luka doesn't take care of himself physically, which it looks like he's motivated now to do. That's probably the only way that you would ever say Dallas got it right?
And if they did get the number one pick in Cooper Flagg, who could be the next great hope. So maybe they did get it right.
But that's just luck. Yeah, right. That's Mr.
Luck.
Magoo tripping over something and falling into something. That's all that is.
Mr.
Absolutely.
Magoo.
Hey, LeBron.
I know who that is.
Will he ever wear another NBA uniform besides the Lakers?
Ooh, Dan. Maybe.
That's my question.
If he left the Lakers after this year and went and played somewhere else, I don't know who has the money to do it, to sign him to a $50 million deal for a 50-year-old basketball player. But clearly they found money for Kawhi Leonard. They'll find money for LeBron.
Yeah, no.
The Wizards have money.
Yeah.
Hey,
they don't have LeBron.
Do the Pistons have enough money for a deal like that? I mean, we're talking about a guy who could stabilize or, be that veteran presence.
I think
Can you imagine?
If LeBron is the veteran presence? Oh, my goodness.
I think he's
you
going
want to
with
see
it.
like Willie Mays like chipping around and everything else.
Yeah,
That's
Joe
what that
Namath for the Rams. Yeah, Joe Namath for the Rams. Hey, Vin, what are you going to be doing at ESPN, man? I know that's right around the corner for you.
I will find out when you guys find out. No, actually, I'll be doing a lot of TV, a lot of morning TV, from what I've been told. A lot of Knicks, Nets, NBA coverage all the way around. So hopefully, you guys will see me back at the. I was going to say the Palace, but that shows you how old I am.
You're both.
Be back
You're
at a Little
both.
Caesars Arena because the team is working down.
Look, at least we can get a guy who knows what he's talking about. I can listen to somebody who knows exactly what the deal is and not say, "Oh man, come on with that." No,
Good stuff.
Vinny's good.
Vin, we appreciate you.
Woody Woodruff, I appreciate that.
Hey, Vin, we appreciate you, man. That's great stuff.
Yeah,
Thank
Vinny.
you so much. We wish you the best of luck in the new venture, and we'll check back in with you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Dan.
And by the
Always
way,
love you.
Vin's playing hurt. He just got done with the dentist. That upper lip totally numb right now. And you didn't know that at home.
What a great job he did.
Vin, thanks a lot. That's good stuff.
Appreciate you guys' love.
Hey, I like that. I like
appreciate
that sneaker game behind you, dog.
You know what? It's the nice thing is that we can talk about good basketball.
Yeah, it is fun, isn't it?
That's fun.
It's a lot of
when
fun.
we come back, we're going to talk about whether or not we should be panicked about baseball. You're going to hear from AJ Hinch after today's game. We're going to talk about them a little bit later. Deep Thoughts with Z. We got a lot still to come on this edition of the Sports Office. Glad you're with us. Don't forget, daggone it, it's right over there. Put it back up. Put it back up. It's right there. Just click on that. You can join us via Zoom. We'll be right back. So you're going into this series against the Guardians and you're thinking, just don't get swept.
Oh,
The bar was low. If I can take some poetic license with Marty Morningweg, the bar was low. And they did get swept. So now we're back to this. It's a 3.5 game lead. That is the lowest the lead has been since May 24th, when it was 3 games after they lost a game to, coincidentally, Cleveland. So where do we go from here? Let's talk about this. You got the Braves coming in to take on the Tigers.
Must
and
win
Cleveland is facing Minnesota. And then next week, 3 against Cleveland at Cleveland.
Yes.
So this thing gets interesting. And the Guardians know that in their back pocket are those 3 games that they have coming up.
I'm going to tell you right now, Dan, the Tigers have to sweep, I think, the Braves. Okay? Because
Magic number's still 7.
I understand the battle with Cleveland, but also at the end of that battle is Boston, who is still trying to make a run in that, top.
That's who the Tigers close with.
Exactly. So you don't want the Tigers to get into any kind of wild card scenario or anything like that, which is why they have to win this division.
There is a plausible scenario where if they do not win this division, they don't make the playoffs, which is crazy talk.
Exactly.
But it's not crazy talk right now.
I mean, no, it's not. I mean, it's just the fall off from this team. I mean, we saw, 60 wins earlier in the season, and we thought that it was going to be gravy the rest of the way. And now it's a struggle. And Cleveland is, 11 straight they've won?
Well, let me be clear. I do think they'll win the division. I don't think they're going to blow this thing. They just need to find a way to cobble together some wins. And then there's a whole nother conversation about the way you're playing going into the playoffs. We'll talk about what's ahead in terms of the starting pitching because that's so important, along with the fact they got to score some runs. First, A.J. Hinch after today's game. Here's what he had to say.
Obviously, on the big picture, it's very disappointing. I mean, we come every day to win, and we like winning series, and we know how important these games are. We do have to pick ourselves up. We got our ass kicked in pretty much every aspect, and they swept us. Now, they're going to get another shot at us, or we're going to get another shot at them, whichever way you want to look at it. But we got 3 games in front of us that we better deal with, to continue to chip away at the win total.
So that's what it is. And A.J. Hinch is going to talk about nothing except what's right in front of them, which is a game against the Braves in which Charlie Morton will start. He will pitch against his former team. I think he's pitched for everybody. He'll pitch against his former team, the Braves. So this weekend, it's Morton, Montero, Mize. 1, 2, 3 games.
Dan, we
pressure
have
is
seen,
on.
we have seen negativity and noise. He's kept it out of the clubhouse for a good part of the year, but it's getting intensified now, and I think it's even getting harder for the players to not hear it because Casey Mize admitted after his last start that, obviously things are a little more tight now than they were a month ago. So they see it, they feel it. And what happens with pressure?
Burst pipes.
Exactly.
Plus pipes.
Or makes
Who we
diamonds.
got, Tom?
Either way.
Who we got?
Papa died.
Papa Dot. You're on, man, on the Zoom room. What's going on?
Unmute your mic.
Turn your mic on.
Hey, you hear me?
All right, there you go.
Man, go. It's your floor.
Hey, what's going on? We talk about the baseball, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Seems like why do our teams always do this when it comes down to the playoff season? They do good through the season, then they just they lose their composure, or they getting too comfortable.
It's been a while since we've had a deep run by anybody, right? Pistons, we haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Lions NFC Championship game a couple years
different
ago. Last year
every
sticks
time.
out.
I think it's different every time.
Yeah.
I mean,
this
the
is
makeup of the team is.
And the thing is, Papa, it's hard to put your finger on it with the Tigers right now, because as we talked about at the top of the show a couple weeks ago, it would have been where's the pitching, and then this series it was where's the hitting, because they didn't score any runs against Cleveland, so it becomes problematic to put your finger on exactly what the problem is. Hey, listen, thank you for the call. We got to take a break. When we come back, it's a new segment. Well, everything's new. We only got 9 shows in the books. Deep Thoughts with Z. I'm excited about this one. Stick around for it. We're coming right back after this. Welcome back. Hey, what time is it, Greg Cantor? Time for Deep Thoughts with Z.
Dig
Get
this.
comfortable, everybody. So this is Z, my man. There he is, right there. He's wise.
No.
He hits us with the dig this thoughts. Cantor, lower the lights. Just hit him right there. There you go. All right, there we go.
Ooh, mood lighting.
Z,
All
I'm
right,
pulling up my
so,
chair.
all right.
This is what we get for a chair on our budget. Go
So-
ahead.
All right, so dig this. Deep thoughts. Deepest thought that I can think of is the one that my father gave me. He used to give us a ton of them. But this is the one that sticks with me the most. He'd walk up to me, he'd say, son, there's only one thing in life that is inevitable that you're not going to be able to escape no matter how you try. I'd say, what's that? He'd say, trouble.
Oh,
Right. And I'd say, well, okay, what am I supposed to do with that? He said, well, there's only one way to avoid trouble. And I'd say, what is that? He'd say, don't be there when it shows up. And I would say, well, how am I supposed to not be there? He says, be aware and see it coming. Because, son, here's the deepest thought. You will never, ever see that which you are not looking for.
dang, there it is. Boom.
See what I'm saying?
Wow.
And you thought Woody was deep.
Wow.
That's deep.
Dude. this
That's
guy
father
is-
and son stuff.
This guy is like
You got to be looking for it. If
this
you're not
guy-
looking for it, what it's going to hit you
This
right
guy
between
is
the
like
eyes.
the abyss, man. That
Here's
is
the
deep.
question. Let me just bring this back home as I put my seat away. Let me bring this back home.
Yes, sir.
Do we think the Tigers were looking for trouble? Because it's hitting them right between the eyes right
I
now.
was just thinking about that. See?
Were they ready for this?
They're not seeing
And now that they're in it, can they get out? Did your dad tell you how to score runs?
Well, you got to see him coming.
I don't think so. I really don't. And I got a problem. And you know what? I got a problem with Riley Green, okay? And the sharp angle of his uppercut swing. That
When
is
he
a
hits it, it's
problem.
pretty.
I understand when he hits it, it's pretty. But you know what? His bat is not in the zone as long as it should be. If you're trying to catch a ball with the uppercut of a bat,
Hardest thing to do in sports.
a split second, where at least in the zone you can see it and maybe stay in there a little longer. That's just Coach Woody talking.
Why do you think his coaches let him do
My
that?
man.
You got it, bro.
See it coming.
See it coming.
Have your eyes open.
Always.
That way it may not catch you and it may not hit you between the eyes. Hey, this isn't just sports, it's life. Thank you for joining us. Next episode, if we don't get canceled, will be tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. See you.
Peace.